Okay, and now here are some examples to work through. Determine the equation of each line in the form y equals mx plus b, given 2 points that it passes through. So for part A here, I have c, which is at -5 and -3, and d, which is at 2 and 6. So our first step is going to be to get the slope so that we can put it in for the m in y equals mx plus b. Now we have a choice. We could either set it up as a little table. So some of you might be happier to do it as a little table like this, x and y. So our x is -5, the y is -3, and then point D has a 2 and a 6. And then you can calculate the differences. So -3 to +6 would be +9. So that's going up by 9. And on the other side, we have -5 up to +2. I believe that's an increase of 7. And I'm doing crazy things here. Okay. Well, I'm just going to write it. Oh, there we go. I was able to move it. I did not know I could do that. Okay, let's go back to this now. Get my pen, and we get +7, I believe, over here. So from -3 up to 6, that is 9 units, and from -5 up to 2, that's 7 units. So our slope, then, m, would equal the rise, or the difference in y, divided by the run, which is the difference in x. So that's 9 over 7. Okay, now we put that into y equals mx plus b for the m, so 9 over 7, x plus b. And I'm afraid you're going to need your fraction button on this particular example. The next step is to pick one of the 2 points. I'm going to pick D because both 2 and 6 are positive, and then I don't have to worry so much about the negatives. So the 6 is the y, it goes in for the y. And we're still going to have 9 over 7. That's going to multiply my x, which is a 2, or 2 over 1, and then plus b. And then we get to solve this for b. That's supposed to be a plus sign there. All right, so 9 times 2, 2 is really 2 over 1. 9 times 2 is 18 over 7. So that's going to equal 18 over 7. And then I'm going to subtract 18 over 7 from both sides. Let's see if I can slide into a different color here. So minus 18 over 7 from this side to get rid of it, but then I also have to take away 18 over 7 on the left side of the equal sign. So that's going to become 6 minus 18 over 7 equals b. And again, if you have a calculator that can handle fractions, it's really handy to learn how to use that. But I don't have my calculator in front of me, so I am going to get a common denominator. I'm going to times the bottom of the 6 by 7, but if I do that, I also need to times the 6 by 7 to keep it equivalent. 6 times 7 is 42, so we have 42 sevenths, and we're going to take 18, dang it, let's try that again, undo, 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 oh, undo, there we go, 18th, that's much better, sevenths, and that's equal to b. So if I have 42 and I take away 18, well 42 is kind of, taking away 18 is kind of like taking away 20, so that would take me to 22, but I took 2 extra away, so I've got to add 2 extra back, so 22 plus 2 would be 24 over 7. So b equals 24 over 7, and 7 doesn't go into 24 evenly, so I'm going to leave that in fraction form. And now I'm just ready to state the equation of the line, which will be y equals, my m was 9 over 7, put the x back in, and then plus 24 over 7. It was a pretty tricky one to start with all the fraction stuff. If you're looking to use the formula that I showed you on the previous page to calculate your slope is really going to be yd minus yc over xd minus xc. Okay, you just have to be consistent with your order. So the y in point D is a 6, and we're taking away the y in point C, which was -3. Y in D was 2, and we're going to take away a -5. So if we calculate that slope, we've got 6. Taking away a negative is really like adding. So this really becomes like plus. So 6 plus 3 would give us 9. And then on the bottom we have 2 take away negative. Again, taking away negatives like adding. So 2 take away a -5 would be 2 plus 5, and there's the 7th. So either way, whatever makes you smile, whatever makes you happy, whatever works for your brain, you use that. Okay, try part B. See how you get along with that. Put me on pause, and then you can check your answer.